Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we always talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today, it's a book haul. It's a post-Christmas haul of everything I got gifted. Stay tuned. And as always, remember before we get started to like this video, smash the like button, let me know that you enjoy my content. And also comment down below and let me know, did Santa bring you any books? Let me know what ones. I'd be really interested to find out, to see what everyone's reading. Okay, so I'm going to go through these in no particular order, and I can't even tell you how over the moon I was to get books. Now, in my family, we do Secret Santa. Well, it's not really secret, but we draw names, and then we only have to pick for one family member. So I am always pretty easy because people know that I love books and people know that I read. And now with the Amazon wish list, it makes it even so much easier because they could pick from whatever. So they did that, and it's awesome. Okay, so we're going to go through. They got this stack. Everything I got. It's so exciting. Okay, because you all know that I am on the Read What You Own challenge, hashtag Read What You Own challenge. And that challenge started on November 7th, and I'm still compliant with it. I haven't bought a book with money. I haven't purchased a book with money. So, have I got free books? Yes, from the library. Yes. Have I got free books from Kindle? Yes, because they didn't cost a thing. So, yes. But I have not purchased anything. So, let's get to the books, shall we? Okay. First up, I don't remember. I'm 2023. I swear I am making a commitment to a new habit. When I see a book that I'm going to add to a wish list, I'm going to write down who told me about it or where I found it or where I heard about it because I don't know. I want to say it's Anne Novella, but I'm not sure. This is You Should Have Left by Daniel Kehlmann. This is, let's see, they say, the New York Times says, mind-bending, part horror, part science fiction. That's me. That's right up my alley. This is a translated, let me see, hold on. This is You Should Have Left by a novel by Daniel Kehlmann, translated from the German by Ross Benjamin. This is published from Vintage Books, and I'll read you the back on the blurb. It says, a book that should carry a health warning. Read alone at your own risk. Here's the synopsis. A screenwriter, his wife, and their 4-year-old daughter rent a house in the mountains of Germany. But something isn't right. As he toils on a sequel to his most successful movie, the screenwriter notices that rooms aren't where he remembers them and finds his notebook words that are not his own. Told in the form of a journal, You Should Have Left is the eerie supernatural tale of a writer's emotional collapse and maybe something more. And it's nice and thin. It is only about 108 pages. And this is my first read of this stack. And so far, it's interesting. The only thing that gets me about it is it's very, there's not a lot of words on the page. Margins are kind of big. Just a preference thing, you know, but whatever. Okay. Then I got Mary Shelley with Percy Shelley, the original Frankenstein, 2 new versions. Mary Shelley's earliest draft and Percy Shelley's revised text. I will read you the blurb. Working from the earliest surviving draft of Frankenstein, Charles E. Robinson presents 2 versions of the classic novel, as Mary Shelley originally wrote it and subsequent version clearly indicating Percy Shelley's amendments and contributions. For the first time, we can hear Mary's soul voice, which is much more colloquial, fast-paced, and sounds more modern than what readers have known up until now. We can also see for the first time the extent of Percy Shelley's contribution, some 5,000 words out of 72,000, and his stylistic and thematic changes. His occasional florid prose is marked in contrast to the directness of Mary's writing. Interesting, too, are Percy's suggestions that humanize the monster, thus shaping many of the major themes of the novel as we read it today. With these two new versions of Frankenstein, we are allowed an exciting new perspective on one of literature's great works. Lovely. So this is volume 1. This is Frankenstein with Percy. And this is Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus, volume 1. So there are 2 books in one. Love it. Next, again, don't know where I saw this, but I know I saw it on a channel. This is Karen Russell, Sleep Donation. This is, let's see, the New York Times says, written with Twilight Zone-like inventiveness, Russell creates a fully imagined world. And that is from Mashiko Kakutani from the New York Times. Trish Edgewater is the slumber core, capital letters, top recruiter, capable of getting even the most reluctant healthy dreamer to donate sleep to an insomniac in crisis. I need one of those. Trish cries, she shakes, she shows potential donors a picture of her deceased sister, one of the first victims in the lethal insomnia plague that has swept the globe. Run by the wealthy, enigmatic Storch brothers, the Corps is at the forefront of the fight against this new disease. But when Trish encounters Baby A, the first universal sleep donor, and the mysterious donor Y, whose infectious nightmare contaminates the global sleep supply, her faith in both the organization and her own motives falters. Illustrated with dreamy evocations of Karen Russell's signature imagination and featuring a nightmarish new appendix, Sleep Donation will keep readers up long into the night. Los Angeles Times says, a starkly dystopian novella reminiscent of George Saunders in its bleak humor, the directness of its prose. I love George Saunders. I'm a huge fan. I'm going to love this book. I could just feel it. And again, that is Karen Russell, Sleep Donation. Santa came through! Next one, Aliens by V. Castro. This is all about Vasquez, the character from Aliens, one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Vasquez is no holds barred. She is just going at it. She was a role model back in the day, and I love it. I can't wait to read this. Let's see. Is there a blurb? V. Castro I started reading this year. I read Goddess of Filth. Fantastic. This was on my radar for a super long time. It was published in the UK first, and then finally it made its way to the States. And I wasn't able to buy it because of the book buying challenge, and I didn't pre-order it, so Santa came through. All right. First quote. Look, man, I only need to know one thing. Where they are. PFC. Jeanette Vasquez on LV-426. Even before the doomed mission to Hadley's Hope, Jeanette Vasquez had to fight to survive. Born to an immigrant family with a long military tradition, she looked up to the stars, but life pulled her back down to earth, first into a street gang, then prison. The Colonial Marines proved to be Vasquez's way out, a way that forced her to give up her twin children. I didn't know she had twin children. Raised by Jeanette's sister Rosanna, those children, Letitia and Ramon, have been forced to discover their own ways to survive. Letitia by following her mother's path in the military, Ramon by embracing the corporate hierarchy. Their paths converge on an unnamed world, which some see as a potential utopia, while others use it for highly secretive research. Regardless of what humans might have planned for it, however, xenomorphs will turn the planet into a living hell. Sarcastic, sexy, and action-packed, Vasquez brings generational heritage into the alien universe in an explosive way. I am here for this. Now, I know I have a book buddy out there. Criminali, if you get this for Christmas, let's buddy read it. I'm putting it out right now. Let's buddy read this if you get this for Christmas. All right. Oh, look at the xenomorphs. Look at that cover. That is awesome. Love it. Love it. Love strong female characters. Next. I've been talking about this one a lot. Head Full of Ghosts. Paul Tremblay. I've read 3 possession novels so far this year. I got room for one more. I think I could squeeze it in. I think I'm going to read this book today. And I want to read this one before the end of the year. And I think I could do it. I still have to work. I have some time off, but I'm going to like make it fit, you know? So, this is a book about possession. Never read Paul Tremblay before. This will be my first one. I've seen his name. I know the different titles, but someone actually in my comments recommended this one to me. I did a comparison video on the possession novels, and they said, hey, you really should read Paul Tremblay, Head Full of Ghosts. It's like my #1 read this year. And I'm like, done, noted. And then I saw this book crop up on a bunch of videos, and I'm like, I gotta read this. I gotta read the Tremblay. Got the Tremblay. All right, so we've got the lives of the Barretts, a normal suburban New England family, are torn apart when 14-year-old Marjorie begins to display signs of acute schizophrenia. To her parents' despair, the doctors are unable to stop Marjorie's bizarre outbursts and subsequent descent into madness. As their home devolves into a house of horrors, they reluctantly turn to a local Catholic priest for help. Father Wanderley suggests an exorcism. He believes the vulnerable teenager is the victim of demonic possession. He also contacts a production company that is eager to document the Barrett's plight for a reality television show. What? With John, Marjorie's father, out of work for more than a year and medical bills looming, the family reluctantly agrees to be filmed, never imagining that the possession, italics, that was my stomach in case you heard it, would become an instant hit. When events in the Barrett household explode in tragedy, the show and the incidents it captures becomes the stuff of urban legend. 15 years later, a best-selling writer interviews Marjorie's younger sister, Mary. As she recalls those long-ago events from her childhood, she was just 8 years old, painful memories and long-buried secrets that clash with the television broadcast and the internet blogs begin to surface. NPR books, love NPR. Gripping and suspenseful, Tremblay's ultimate blood-curdling revelation is as sickeningly satisfying as it is masterful. Sounds good. Right up my alley. Okay. Then, now here's the thing. My family that bought books, right? I don't think they watch my videos. I really don't. So I think they just kind of like randomly chose things off my wish list because they thought they were cool or different or whatever. They got this one, and when I'm telling you that I screamed in my living room, From Hell. Graphic novel. And this is by Alan Moore and Eddie Campbell. This is Jack the Ripper stuff. And it's quite an award winner as well. Very excited to read this. Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads and Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics. Alan has read this one time. He's in another reread right now. We were talking about possibly buddy reading this, but I didn't have the book and I wasn't able to buy it, and it was kind of expensive. And my libraries didn't have it. But now I have it. So if anybody wants to buddy read this with me, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's see, some blurbs. Kirkus reviews a seminal graphic novel. The New Yorker says it's remarkable. Publishers Weekly, fearsomely complex. The Guardian, positively intoxicating. Entertainment Weekly, my all-time favorite graphic novel, an immense majestic work about Jack the Ripper murders, the dark Victorian world they happened in, and the birth of the 20th century. Los Angeles Times, at once a meditation on evil, a police procedural, and a commentary on Victoria, England. An impressive piece of work. The Village Voice. Moore's writing is complemented by Campbell's often staggeringly effective black and white renditions of stiff-backed Victorians swimming against the tide of history. Doesn't that just sound good? Really looking forward to this one. Don't know when I'm going to start it, but if anyone's interested in buddy reading it, let me know in the comment section down below. And then I got a fancy book. I guess it's a fancy book. I actually don't, this is my first physical, no, my second Library of America book. And this is Ray Bradbury, Novels and Story Cycles. It has The Martian Chronicles, Fahrenheit 451, Dandelion Wine, and Something This Way Comes. So this is my first, and this was edited by Jonathan R. Eller. Oh, look. That's fun. I want a catalog by mail. Does anybody get the catalog by mail? The Library of America catalog? I want to see it. I like looking through stuff like that. Okay, I'll read you the back. A master storyteller and visionary champion of creative freedom, Ray Bradbury is one of the most beloved and influential writers of our time. To explore the worlds of his books, his astonishing futures and haunting pasts, is to rediscover the wondrous possibilities of life. This Library of America edition gathers 4 of its greatest works in a single volume. Here is The Martian Chronicles in the complete form Bradbury came to prefer. Its 28 linked story chapters offering visionary glimpses of our space-framing future. In the dystopian thriller Fahrenheit 451, books and all they contain are forbidden. Dandelion Wine distills the enchanting essences of a childhood summer, while Something Wicked This Way Comes conjures the wild, centrifugal imaginings of youthful terror in a fight to the death against supernatural foes. Biographer Jonathan R. Eller offers a newly researched chronology of Bradbury's life and career and detailed textual and explanatory notes. Lovely. Simply lovely. So, those are all the books I got from Santa. Oh, and I love them. Oh my gosh, and I almost forgot. I got a $30 Amazon gift card, Kindle gift card, that I'm going to use for Kindle. So I asked in one of the forums for the Read What You Own challenge, can I use it to buy books? Because it's a gift and I never spent money, and everyone said, yes, you can, but it doesn't count for something that I own. It only counts towards total number of books read. And I'm fine with that. So send me those 99-cent and $1.99 deals. Mama's got money to burn. So yeah, so I don't know. These two were on deck first. And the thing that kills me is that they don't count towards the Read What You Own challenge because these are gifts. But they're books and they count towards it. And honestly, if people keep buying me books, I'm fine with the challenge. My birthday's coming up in February, so maybe I'll get another book haul fix, you know? People be sending me books. Awesome. I'm going to have to keep updating my wish list, though. And I am going to start logging who has told me about books because I hate not giving credit where credit is due. So yeah, so that's all I have. So today is a day off for me. It's the observed Christmas holiday because it is Monday. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are all staying safe. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you are taking care of others. And I will see you in my next video, which will be sooner rather than later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.